Brandon Trueblood. He stands back at about the 8-yard line. To his left is Ryan Bryant, and here on the right side, we've got Jeff King. King is the up back. It's Baxter on the near side. Down the middle, the kick taken by Jim Todd Odell at the 17, back to the 20, the 25, the 30. 35, breaks to the secondary, and is out to the 40-yard line. Oh, about it. Maroons come to the field. They're in their no-huddle offense, and a fake, and the quarterback, Hartridge, keeps it. That's it upfield behind left tackle. Two of them are already back to the line of scrimmage and ready to go. Hartridge looks to the near side for the sign. That is sent in from the sideline. The coaches send in the play by hand signal. And the Maroons are now set at the offensive line. And Lawrence, set the 5-yard penalty, will give the Maroons a 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line. And here's a pitch to the right side. It's Odell at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, and down at the 33-yard line. And Pat Odell, and he is inside the 35 and at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Maroons. And Trueblood takes it left, dances by one man, and then he is wrestled down right near the line of scrimmage. And the tackle spread wide to the near side is Justin Stone. Indians with 8 men very close to the line of scrimmage, a 4-4 defensive set. Wishbone backfield for Robinson. A give to Trueblood again, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage, lunges forward, and gets about 3rd and 10. Wideouts both ways. Got Calvin Fox to the near side and Stone to the far side. Justin, they're both juniors. The option. 9 minutes, 45 to go in the opening quarter. And Hartridge fakes, pitches it back to Trueblood, turns the left corner, gets by one man, and down inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line, stopped well short of the first down. Found the running tough going to his left side. 3 carries in this set of downs, 7 yards total. Hartridge turns, gives it up the middle to Odell, and he's down near the first down marker, and we'll have to wait and see. 2. And the opening kickoff. And it's Hartridge coming to his left, gave to his first man through, the fullback, Jacob Baxter. He pounded it down to 3, needed 4 of the first down. I imagine that was by design. Jacob, the only one of the 3, really, that didn't play a whole lot last year. So they let him get a few hits in there while the other guys carried the ball. And then first time he got it, he was ready to go. And Hartridge fumbles it and recovers. It'll be a loss back outside the 20. Not sure at this time. Odell to the left. A pair of tight ends with each of the halfbacks out on the wing. One running back is Baxter.
Could be a quick slant-in pass here.
Hartridge awaits the snap. Trueblood comes in motion to the inside. Hartridge rolls to the right. Got a lot of time. Down over the middle, wide open. The catch is made by Blacker. Blacker down to the 10-yard line. He's got the first down. Oh, the ball is just outside the 10. The Maroons could pick up a first down. Ball is at about the 11. Hartridge on a keeper. It was an option, and Lawrenceville shut it earlier, but that's all cleared out now. The rain has stopped. Pretty decent crowd in the Robinson stands considering the weather. And a nice turnout on the Lawrenceville side across the way, too. Well, you got to salute the fans making it out on a night like this. Well, it's turned out all right. Full house backfield, and we've got make and move, I think.
For Lawrenceville had jumped offside that time.
Well, the Maroons tried something a little different as far as their offensive set, and that is what enticed Lawrenceville across. Here's Baxter up the middle, and he's near the goal line. Robinson's Dan Richards signaling it's a touchdown, but the guy here, who's a regular in the offensive line last year, and he's back this year. And older brother Mike will be snapping the ball for Eastern tomorrow night. Maroons knocking on the door, and the door opens, and Hartridge goes in. Louis Hartridge on a quarterback sneak, and Maroons took the opening kick point conversion. Ball's at the 3-yard line at the north end. And the snap to Hartridge. Now they're switching into kick formation. It'll be John McKeegan to attempt the extra point. The spot is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Maroons are up 7-0. Here's the run-up and the kick. It's a short squibber to the right side, taken by one of the upbacks. And that was Ray Coleman, Raymond Coleman, and he's that's not bad at all.
There.
Yeah. Okay, the Robinson defense. They set up in a 5-3, and Lockhart is the quarterback. Gave to his fullback, Adam Fry, on the first down carry. He gets about 3. Applegate's the nose guard. Aaron Boland, tackle on the right side, and Jeff King, near side defensive end. Lockhart rolls to the right and gives to Derek Plain, and Plain just got it back too on last year's state. So now they're going to go. It's one of the officials signaled Robinson timeout, but nothing was charged. Lockhart rolls to the right, gets a pretty good block out in front, got by one man, got to the 50 and maybe to the 49. Who punted away. And the same man who kicked it off, Lance Blocker, also does their punting.
At the wheel.
And the line of scrimmage is at the 50.
Being easy.
And the kick is a high one. Got a pretty good spiral on it. Odell takes it at the 21. Back to the 25. Dances away from one man and out to about the 28-yard line. Starting it at the 28-yard line. Robinson sends double wides to the left side. And Hartridge gives up the middle. And breaking through, Baxter. He's got a first down. He's out to the 40-yard line. Jacob Baxter blasted right up the middle. Null 203 and Parker 240.
Give him 11 yards on the carry for the first down. That's 5 now for the Maroons, 4 by rushing.
That's the middle 3. And Robinson's offensive line, then you sit there with the tackles at 200 and 215. Pretty hefty bunch of football players. Robinson offensive line is set. Odell in motion to the left side. And it's a give to Baxter again. This time the Indians are tough. Robinson had on that last play. And a wide out, Calvin Fox here to the near side. Also an end split to the left. That's Justin Stone. And it's a fake to the first man, pitch back to Odell. He tries to dance by one man, can't do it, and gets it back just to the 40. So
2:45 left here in the quarter.
Moving toward the end of the first quarter. Ball directly at the 40. So it's 3rd and long for the Maroons. 2 wideouts once again. Full house backfield, the wishbone set. Hartridge fakes and pitches it back to Odell. He bobbles it, picks it up on the bounce, and brings it across the 40 before it's toughened up on the second possession and have held here and forced Robinson to kick it. Baxter awaits the snap. Null is the snapper. Maroons shift into the punt formation. Baxter stands back at about the 28-yard line. It's a good snap, and he drops it. Picks it up, still has time. It's partially blocked. Slides off to the right, and it is going to roll dead short of the 50. That's what squirted it off here, I think. The costly one there. The 15-yarder, well, Costco broadcast team still waiting patiently, and hopefully they can get that line back in. Meanwhile, I'm Jerry Ty, along with Mike Scheimer, WTAY and Robinson. And glad to have you folks with us. Here's a pass down over the middle, and Blacker dropped it. Ball was just left, been moving it pretty well on the ground. We've got a double wing set once again. Trueblood near side, and Odell on the left. Baxter, the lone running back. Trueblood goes in motion, and he gets the handoff, and he's hit. Nice tackle. Reading that play beautifully for the Indians. And just outside those tight ends are the 2 halfbacks, Odell left and Trueblood right. Hartridge calls the signal and gives it to Baxter, and he's got some running room up the middle inside the 4. So what are you going to call here, Mike? 4th and 4. Just over a minute to go in the first period. We started late due to a lightning storm earlier. We've got it underway now, and we're all right.
Maybe a dump pass again.
Here's Trueblood in motion to the left. Hartridge gives it to Baxter up the middle, and he leans forward and stretches out. I believe he's got the first down. Less than 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Robinson up 7-0, and the Maroons on the move again inside the 35. Full house wishbone set once again with double tight end. Baxter breaks that wishbone, goes in motion to the left. A give to Odell. He's back to the line of scrimmage. Play this quarter. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. There's the horn. The play does not get off. So it's
for only $3.
Period. So that defense of theirs has been on the field a good while. Robinson on the move again with a Second down play, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Hartreach comes to the right, pitches back to Trueblood, turns the corner inside at the 25, down around the 20, knocked out of bounds. Just made it work. So it's 1st and 10 Robinson, just outside the 20. Again, the full house wishbone set for the Maroons. See no change in the offensive backfield set here tonight. Same 4 have gone all the way. Indians nearly jumped off official signal.
Bill's been
the muddy stuff here. So it's 1st and 5 for the Maroons. And it's a give to Baxter up the middle, breaks into the secondary. And Baxter having a good start here in this first game. And it's a give to Trueblood. He's up the middle. He's in, standing up for the touchdown. Brendan Trueblood for the Maroons, untouched. But he was able to take it in. McKeegan is in, and the Maroons going to go for a pair. And they've got it. Odell going to kick it. Instead went for the 2-pointer.
Toward a healthier tomorrow.
The run-up and the kick. And it's Adam Fry with it for the Indians and brings it back to the 35, 36-yard line. 10 Indians at that point. And Lawrenceville comes to the line of scrimmage. J.R. Lockhart is the quarterback, and he fakes to his fullback, brings it to his right, pitches it back. It is fumbled. It is loose on the football field, and Jim Pat Odell recovers for Robinson. Terrell Coleman hands things over.
Going to come right back here and get another one quick.
The snap, Hartreach back to throw, puts it down wide open. Blacker went to his knees as he made the catch at the 15-yard line. 15. Coach Terry Roach, the head man for the Maroons, is up on the roof above us, so he makes the calls down from there. Odell comes in motion to the left side, and it's up the middle to Trueblood, and he's got some running room. He's inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Okay, got it, Mike? All right. Mike Ray just told me they've got their line in, so you're still with us in Lawrenceville country. We'll get you back to the good guys there. Steve Anderson.
3 yards rushing now for the Maroons on
hope they get shooted off some more.
24 carries. I think they're loading it up. I think they think
they better. They better. Second down at the 5, and inches needed for the first down. Hartreach gives it to Baxter, and he's got the first down as he's down to about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. Full house offensive set. Baxter's the fullback. Odell at the left half. Brandon Trueblood at the right side. Split end on the right is Justin Stone. Hartreach the quarterback with the snap. A fake to Baxter, and a pitch back to Odell, and he's in untouched tonight. And the Maroons have got McKeegan in, and they're going to switch it back into an extra point formation. McKeegan, a straight-on kicker, and a left-footer. There's the snap. It's a little high. It's a fake, and Hartreach passes into the end zone, and it's caught in the second quarter. We'll pause at his day in the spotlight, so to speak. He quarterbacked the team that day, defensive back. Hartreach was injured, as I recall, Mike.
Bruised kidney. He got hurt in the preseason festivities, and then it was really high. It was going to be a kick all the way, and then they went ahead and did a nice job to get out of it.
All right, here's the run-up and the kick. It carries down pretty well. Coleman. No, it was not Coleman. It was Beeman. Picks it up. He comes to the left, gets outside one man, and Charlie Applegate almost about 145, and Applegate's around 200. 185 actually, but he plays mighty big. And for the Indians, it's a give to Derek Plain on their 5th. Remember that game last year, Mike? We could never understand why they didn't. Times in the whole game, we could never understand why they, just acted like, hey, we aren't going to win it, so why mess around with it? And here's the best offensive play of the night for the Indians. I think you're going to see them going at it. Robinson's got a player with a shoelace untied, Curtis Bailey. He was the team's leading to 5-3. And it's a give up the middle and a first down carry by the fullback Adam Fry. They run the wishbone set with the full house backfield. And Fry, the fullback, carries again, and he's over the 45 out to near the 48. Well, I'm amazed that we've got the crowd we've got with the weather we had early. A lot of folks maybe kind of sat at home close to the radio and waited for our report as to when we were going to get going, say, for this kind of a night. Third down with 4 yards needed for the first down. Little pop pass over the middle. It's caught by the tight end, Lance Blocker. That was one of those went into it.
A little jump shot.
Yeah, it was. Very, very nice. Nicely done. 1st and 10 for the Indians. They're at the Robinson 42. And it's a fake to the first man. Quarterback Lockhart keeps it and is drilled at the 40. Tackle, as mentioned, the leading tackler on the team last year. He's back, so you've got 4 guys really up front with substantial experience. Lockhart with the keeper, brings it outside, now cuts it inside. Nearly broke it to the open Jim Pat's 23-yard line. Nice gain for the Indians. 1st and 10. And here's
here.
Isn't that wide to the left side. That's Jamie Calvert. He's split out about 15 yards from his tackle. And Lockhart gives to Adam Fry, and he gets it back to the 25-yard line. Indians
Get the play off. I don't think they're going to get this one anyway. Neither get this play off here.
Switching their defense. And there's yard line where they face the 2nd down and 12. They had the first down at the 23, and a 5-yard penalty drew them back a bit. Now Lockhart turns and gives back to the weak side back, Derek Plain, and he doesn't find much running room. Coleman and Derek Plain are the halfbacks. Split wide to the right side is Chip Beeman. Tight end on the left side is Lance Blocker. And the play comes to the right, and it's a reverse. And there are a lot of blockers out there, but there are some maroon jerseys, too. Beeman tries to go over the top, and he doesn't get much. So, deep in Robinson territory, the Indians obviously going to take a crack at it on the 4th down. They need 8 for the first down. Here's Lockhart back and to the right and looks to throw. Down over the middle. He's got a man open, and it is incomplete. Who was it that got a hand in there at the last second? It was. And let's see. There's Fox. He's a junior.
Hartridge to fumble.
And Hartridge.
And Lawrenceville gets it back.
The Indians say they got it, and the official does too. Back on the field in a hurry. Robinson running just one line of scrimmage immediately. No switch. Lockhart back, pitches it to Coleman. He comes to the right side. Bryant took out the interference that time, and then the Maroons rode the ball carrier out of bounds. And
after throw it all.
2nd down and a couple of yards needed for the first down. 2:44 on the clock. Here's Lockhart to Fry, and a good little hole opens up initially. He got it to the 10, and I believe it'll be a first down. The official. You know, they didn't score.
They had some trouble last year, didn't they?
They did not score, folks, until the last game of the season, and then that was in an overtime session. Terrell Coleman carries. He gets outside, and he's down near the 5-yard line, and he fumbled, but I think he's got it. He's got the football. He kept a hold of it, the Indians.
150 left now in the half.
That season of a year ago. And it's Lockhart. He gives to his halfback on the left side, Derek Plain. Plain is driven back. Lawrenceville trying to capitalize after the Robinson turnover. J.R. Lockhart the snap. He gives it to Adam Fry as fullback. And they aren't trying anything fancy right now. They're just trying to play middle. They can run that option this side. Terrell Coleman has done well coming this way. The snap, and the quarterback is hit. But
they got in.
He is able to get the handoff off. Gets a touchdown.
I'll get him. You just
celebration and the roar from that Lawrenceville crowd just to have scored after going through 9 games last year without a score. The extra point kick attempt by Blocker is no good after the 9th game of the year. And they still lost that game, but they went through 48 minutes of play 9 different times, not ever putting a point on the board. The kick goes out of bounds. Now, I was talking to them. Well, they're going to make him kick out of bounds. This year, that third option, the Maroons could have taken the ball at their own 35-yard line, put it in play 1st and 10 there. Chose not to. The run-up, and it's a good end-over-end kick to Trueblood at the 18 to the 20. 25 up the middle, 30. 35, 40. 45, one man to beat. He's at the 50 and tripped up at the 4-1 play or let the clock run out. They're just going to take one play. Hartridge is hit, and he's still on his feet and grounds the football. And the clock has a half dominated by the Maroons, although the Indians more play the whole season. Jim Pat Odell and Here we got 3 of them starting tonight, and likely to have a couple of more see a lot of playing time. Mike Donaldson, here's the run-up and the kick. And it's down the middle and taken by Beeman. He drops it. It's through his legs, picks it up. He's back at the 10. Running laterally to the right side. He turns the corner, and he's got one man to beat. And he is tackled.
True blood.
At the 35, it was branded sophomores. They will make an impact if they can be healthy and play. So the Maroons are on the defense as the second half starts, and it's a dive play. Straight half, was it, Mike?
I think we have them for 3.
3, yeah. Not a whole lot. I think they're going to be primarily a ground team. And it's a give and bouncing to the outside, getting some running room over the 50 and down near the 45. More confidence right now than they had through that first quarter and a half when they went absolutely nowhere offensively. Did pick up that touchdown. Here's a pitch back to Plain. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, then lunges back to about the line and may have picked up a yard. Hard, going at it. A 2nd and 9. Lockhart the snap, and the second man through, and he doesn't find anything there. Curtis Ayrton in the defensive line for the Maroons now. It's a 3rd down with about 7 needed for the first down. Long 7 at that. Lockhart rolls back, looks to throw. Ayrton putting the pressure on, nearly intercepted. And line, and Lance Blocker drops into punt formation. Maroons not really buying, but it's definitely going to be a punt. So they send just a single man deep. The Indians have got wideouts on both sides. They're both covered one-on-one. And Blocker awaits the snap. And it's a good one, and he puts the ball in the air. It's a spiral down the middle, a nice kick. It bounces at the 10, down inside the 5, close to the goal line. It is touched and tipped back, and it is going to be, inside the 1. Great effort by Lawrenceville. Ended up coming to a rest after it was tipped back to that point. So that is a little bit of a break. It is Baxter up the middle, and he's into the secondary. He's got room. He's out to nearly the 20-yard line. Well, that gets it out of there. Well, what a job your interior line when, Lawrenceville had to pretty well know it was going to come right there.
Give it to him again.
Here we go again. Baxter this time's out to the 20. The signal's coming in from the sideline.
He gets it again here.
And Hartridge with the snap. And it's Baxter up the middle, and
maybe going to throw here.
Good outing. Early in the 3rd, that is, with those 52 yards rushing. Maroons shift. They've got an unbalanced line with the power to the right side here. And it's a handoff, and battling for the first down, I think being stopped short for the Maroons, and Baxter will be back in punt formation. We're kicking away. Line of scrimmage is the 28. He's been forced to punt only once and kind of sliced that one off the side of the foot, but he was roughed up. And a 15-yard penalty called, and Robinson kept the football. So the Maroons haven't punted it away, and they aren't going to here. They snap it short to Hartridge, and he runs for the first down. Line, and we were ahead, I think, by just a touchdown call. Well, this is a sure punt. And Maroons came out and went for it, made the first down, and we commented then that there's one that you put down, that's one of the big plays in the game. Brendan Trueblood out on the left side, gets a great block, turns the corner, and is up to the 45-yard at the far side, so it's a yard short, a 9-yard gain.
6 minutes left in the 3rd now.
Oh, and that's some block there, though, Mike. Here's Baxter picking up the first down, and Jake there when we got it at the 4-yard line, and let's hope it takes it that distance. 1st and 10 at the 48. Robinson on the move. The drive has already carried 44 yards. And it's a fake to Baxter, and then Hartridge just cut. That's 2 pretty good-sized guys powering up through a hole there when you put Baxter followed by Hartridge. It's a give to Trueblood, cutting to the left inside the 45 and down to about the 4. They've all put on quite a bit of weight. I think Trueblood went from 132 to 152. And that's a lot of muscle from doing some weightlifting, I believe. And the Maroons have got a wide out to the near side. And they give it to Baxter up the middle, and he lunges forward to the yard or 2, or even foot, if it comes to that. Double wing once again. And a split end on the right side. It's Trueblood thus in the slot. Baxter, the lone running back. Odell comes in motion back to the inside. Baxter up the middle. He breaks to the secondary at the 25, the 20, and down near the 15-yard line. Well, he just was in bowling. Carroll. 1st and 10, less than 4 minutes to go in the third.
86 yards, well carried.
You know, you wondered about the ability to replace the kids who ran the ball so well from that spot last year. Right now, I'd say you don't worry about that. Here's the pitch to Odell. He's got a blocker out front. Turns the corner at the 10, at the 5, and knocked out of Lawrenceville. I'm guessing we'll have an option of maybe which backfield, right, the center field back here around the first. And that'll be first down for Robinson, because that was a 1st and 10 play.
That'll pick it up.
A spare. He says, start the clock. We're ready to go. But he just now realized, I got to have a flag. Runs back and gets it. And we're all set once again. Right at the 3:20 mark in the third. Beautiful drive by the Maroons here. And I think that 15-yarder we saw, probably a little frustration on the part of the Indians. Baxter again up the middle, and what a lunging drive forwards to go in the quarter. That's the impressive thing, that Robinson's had the ball nearly this entire quarter once again. Indians' offense really hasn't seen it. Hartridge awaits the snap. The offense is set, and it's a give to Odell on the left side, and he didn't tight end spot on the right side. Jeff Blacker's on the left. Full house backfield. The wishbone set as the play comes in. Nobody shifts. It looks like a power type running formation.
Should be Baxter right here, left side.
And it is a give to Baxter. And he's minute 35 left in the quarter. Partridge takes to the first man, keeps it, turns it upfield, and reaches for the end zone and scores. Lou Hartridge. The official will have trouble seeing whether this kick goes through if we go that way. Going back into the kick formation, little left footer. John McKeegan, Hartridge spots it. The kick is up, and it is good. Sullivanson 30 and Lawrenceville 6. And Mike, gotta talk to you about one.
Communicate well.
Yeah, no, I think that's what the game's supposed to be about. It's supposed to have fun with it. A kickoff and a good one for McKeegan, taken down around the 15. Adam Fry out to the 20, the 25, and the 30, and ends up in a big mass of humanity.
1:15 left here, too, Jerry, in the third quarter.
That 32-yard line, their own end. And back is Lockhart. He puts it out deep, and it is incomplete. They're going to call a pass interference on goal, but from way over on this side, but Heaton badly on the play.
Bryant may not have turned around to see where the ball was coming from either.
I think that's probably true. Here's Lockhart back to throw again. Has plenty of time. Now just drops the football. Picks it up and is hit and dropped for a loss. That ball just squirted out of his hand. And then Jeff King put this time we've got Beeman coming wide to the near side, and so that'll put Brandon Trueblood head up on him. 1-1. It's a give to Fry, the fullback, and he brings it back to the 45.
That'll be a late.
That's in the air. Indians 1st and 10 at the Robinson 40. And we've got just 8 seconds left in the quarter. So this will probably be the last play of the stanza. And it's Lockhart. Pitches just as he's hit and gets it to Plain. And Plain gets it down to the season against each other a good many times down through the years. And the Indians have got the ball illegal. This, I think, defensive set on a regular basis this year, 5-3. And here's a pitch back to Terrell Coleman. And Curtis Fay would alternate at one of the linebacker spots, but when one of their corners is out to Donaldson, he decided to put both of them in and go with the extra linebacker. Fry, the fullback. They'd just like to pick up a first down here and keep the drive alive. The Maroons stack it up at the line, and they're going to turn it over. Don's got the whole defensive squad gathered around. And Hartridge rolls back and to the right, puts it in the air, and it is overthrown. I'll have to check the fullback, but Fiskus running the right half, Ryan Smith at left. And Hartridge still in the quarterback spot. And he fakes to the first. Now he gives to his fullback. Comes through with third down with 9 yards needed for the Robinson first down. So Coach Terry Roach, obviously, at this point, feeling the game is comfortably in hand and giving some of his younger players an opportunity to get in. Here's Hartreach dumped as he was going back. Adam Fry and Terrell Coleman, the deep backs. Fry on the left, Coleman to the near side.
10 minutes left now.
And Baxter back inside the 20, awaits the snap. It's a low one, but a good bounce to him, and he picks it up and gets the kickoff. It's not very high, drives it, and Fry takes it on the bounce at the 30. Back to the 35, the 40, the 45, and he is driven down at about the when one of them might be needed in a game situation later in the season. Lockhart comes right, turns it upfield, and is hit hard after a pickup of the... I notice a lot of the names we're calling out here are familiar ones that saw a lot of playing time a year ago. Adam Fry gives to, or rather Lockhart gives to his fullback. Haven't seen many turnovers, really.
Not really, considering the conditions.
Yeah, you expect a few. Here's a bobbled snap. Just as we talk about that, each quarterback back at Crosby Field, game number 2 of the season, and it'll be the Apollo Conference opener for both of those teams. Molocker with the kick. He's done a nice job of punting tonight. Odell backs away from it, lets it hit. Now tries to pick it up and does, and is hit immediately, and is down at about the 12-yard line. You better get away from this. Drives we'll see all year. Earlier this half, a 96-yarder. Started at the 4-yard line and took it all the way on the ground. 15 plays. Starting quarterback, Louis Hartreach in there. And I think some of the starting offensive line is also getting a breather. Here's a little hole opens up. Gets underway. Wide out on the near side for the Maroons is Justin Lyken. So there's another in, and Jim Decker is wide to the right side. So we're seeing a number of the reserves getting quite a bit of playing time here in the latter part of this game. Hartreach pitches late to Fiskus, and he is caught back behind the line of scrimmage. Battles
and both popcorn and acoustical ceiling tiles. Office or commercial, either on a one-time or on a daily basis. Low rates and free estimates. Call Jerry's Janitorial Service today at 544-8088.
comes back in as Jacob Baxter punts it. Ball taken at the 45, and they give it back to Beeman, and he is dropped back at the 42-yard line. So a little bit in both ways across the way and back here to the left. Some of the fans starting to leave. They know this one's over with less than 5 minutes to go, and Robinson comfortably out here against the Indians. Some have been pretty smooth. Indians with a 1st and 15. Lockhart rolls back, looks to throw. Gets some heat now, goes to the right, gets around King, turns it upfield, 40, 45, 50, inside the 50, and down to about the 48-yard line. And, a splendid drive by the Maroons on their touchdown march, but other than that, it's just been not much going on either way. Here's an incomplete pass. Lawrence Bryant's out here on the corner. He's set up Jarrell Coleman. And run to the left and turning the corner. Not quite. Trying to turn the corner was Barrett. Taylorville next week. Right here, hopefully at 7:30. Surely can't have a lightning and rainstorm 2 Friday nights in a row, can we? Here's a pass down deep over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jim Pat Odell. He's at the 25 to 30. And spun to the ground at the 32 or 33-yard line to tackle that somebody in a red helmet would get there and catch it, but didn't happen that way. So it's a 1st and 10 for Robinson. And to give off the right side, nothing. The second offensive unit has been unable to move the ball against Lawrenceville's first defensive unit. That's what they've been facing here in the ball game through this entire fourth quarter. Here's Hartreach on a keeper, turns it upfield and comes over the 35 and out to the 38-yard line. Hit my kick to see him get banged up right here. Ball is at the 37. Baxter will stand back around the 25 to await the snap. On the 4th down, and a half dozen needed for the first down. They switch into the punt formation as Hartreach breaks from under the center and goes back into a blocking format. Here's a flags down. Baxter gets it off. Ball hits at about the 33 and is caught by Fry back at the 27. It's back to the 30 and the 35 and stopped at the 30 of Robbins for the first down. Penalties are against them back there. The regular deep backs are in. That's Odell playing center field. He's back at about the 30-yard line. Imagine he's got instructions along with Bryant on the right. And Trueblood here at the near side. Just don't let anything get behind you. And here's a shoestring tackle made by Jeff King in the wide scrimmage. And here's a flag. And here's that little shovel pass up over the middle, and it's incomplete. The flags are down. That's the way. And Lawrenceville will have 2 seconds in which to put it in play. And the referee says, wind it up. And Lawrenceville takes the snap within the 2 seconds, and Lockhart throws it out as far as he can. And Jim Pat Odell intercepts it again. He's back at the 5, now brings it back to the 10. He's got some running room at the near side. And did you see that block by Bowler? Cannon, one more time. The players are all on the field for a shake of the hand. And